If you destroy my country, I will kill you. Make no doubt about it. If you destroy the generation of Filipinos coming up to replace us, I will kill you.
Former Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte has again requested interim release from the International Criminal Court, ICC, just 1 month before the scheduled hearing to confirm charges against him. Duterte is currently detained under the jurisdiction of the ICC, facing accusations of crimes against humanity. On August 19, Duterte's legal team submitted a 6-page petition to the ICC's pre-trial chamber I. The document, which is heavily redacted, requests that the former president be temporarily released into an undisclosed country. The filing emphasized that Duterte is willing to comply with any conditions deemed appropriate by the chamber. The request was submitted through his international criminal lawyer, Nicholas Kaufmann. In the filing, Kaufmann argued that Duterte's physical presence at the September 23 confirmation of charges hearing is not necessary. He proposed that, if required, Duterte could instead attend the proceedings via video conferencing. This, according to Kaufmann, would still allow the court to proceed without compromising its authority or the dignity of the process. The defense also offered assurances that Duterte would be subject to rigorous monitoring and communication restrictions if granted temporary freedom. Kaufmann stressed that such conditions would be feasible and enforceable under existing legal frameworks. He criticized the prosecution's suggestion to rely on an ad hoc cooperation agreement with a state that might receive Duterte. Kaufmann called this idea illusory, and pointed out that the ICC has only ever entered into such agreements with 2 states in the past. The defense argued that the low number of precedents undermines the practicality and reliability of the prosecution's proposal. Despite redactions in the public version of the filing, it is clear that the unnamed receiving country has already agreed to comply with all necessary terms under Article 4(2) of the ICC's Model Agreement on Interim Release. This includes accepting obligations related to security, surveillance, and possible rearrest if required by the court. This is not Duterte's first request for interim release. On July 23, the ICC pre-trial chamber I deferred its decision on an earlier application. At that time, the chamber stated that the defense needed more time to gather evidence before a ruling on temporary release could be made. Duterte is facing serious international charges. The ICC prosecutor has accused him of committing crimes against humanity in connection with his controversial war on drugs. The case involves at least 43 killings. These deaths have been attributed to both the Davao Death Squad, allegedly operating while Duterte was mayor of Davao City, and to state security forces during his presidency from 2016 to 2022. The timeline of the alleged crimes spans from November 1, 2011, to March 16, 2019. This includes the period when Duterte transitioned from being mayor of Davao City to president of the Philippines. The ICC investigation is focused on the systematic nature of the killings and whether they amount to crimes against humanity under international law. According to official government data, approximately 6,000 people were killed in anti-drug operations during Duterte's presidency. However, human rights organizations claim that the true number of deaths could be significantly higher, possibly reaching 30,000. Many of those killed were suspected of being small-time drug users or low-level street dealers, with reports of summary executions and minimal judicial oversight. The confirmation of charges hearing scheduled for September 23 will determine whether the case against Duterte will proceed to trial. The ICC will assess whether there is sufficient evidence to formally try the former president for crimes against humanity. Duterte remains in custody as the court considers both his release request and the evidence supporting the charges against him.